Hi, my name is Renee Hess, and I am the Associate Director of Service Learning at La Sierra University. Today, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the requirements of service learning at La Sierra, what service learning looks like, what you're going to be doing this year, and how to get in touch with me if you have any other questions. So first of all, if you've taken a service learning class before, then you've probably already heard all of this information, but I just wanted to reiterate some of the things that you might have forgotten in the last few months of summer. So service learning is a graduation requirement if you're wanting to get a liberal arts degree here at La Sierra University. If you come to La Sierra University as a freshman or a transfer sophomore, you have to take 3 service learning classes to graduate. If you transfer to La Sierra as a junior, you have to take 2. And if you transfer to La Sierra as a senior, you have to take 1. In order to obtain the graduation requirement for the service learning class, you're going to have to complete 14 hours of service, as well as the in-class requirements such as papers or reflections which your teacher asks you to do. Once you finish all those things, you will get to check off your graduation checklist, one of your service learning classes. Now you can find service learning classes all over the majors, and your service experience is meant to be tied to the curriculum in the class. That means what you're learning in the classroom will be reflected in the service that you are participating in this quarter out in the community. So in the school year of 2021 and 2022, we're going to be doing service learning a little bit differently than we've done it before, which should come as no surprise to you. So in the last year, we were doing only no contact service learning. But this year, because the university is requiring students, faculty, and staff to be vaccinated, we are going to have a hybrid service experience. Hybrid service experience means that all classes will be offering no contact service learning as an option, and some classes will be offering contact service learning experiences as well. Whatever your class is doing, please make sure that you are following all COVID protocols on campus and with your community partner sites. These are going to be different for each site and each class, so please make sure that you participate in the community partner orientation so that you can figure out the rules and regulations of the sites that you will be visiting this quarter. If you have other specific questions about your community partner, please be sure to talk to your professor. As I mentioned, every experience is different, and your professor is going to know best what works for you and your peers. If you have questions about the requirements of service learning, you can visit the service learning website. On the service learning website, you will find our current information on COVID protocols, no contact service learning, and our contact information as well. You will also find our service learning student registration form. Every student who's enrolled in a service learning class needs to fill out the service learning student registration form on our website before the end of week 1, okay? So make sure as soon as you're finished watching this video, you go to the lasierra.edu/service-learning and go on the left-hand side down to student forms. You will find the student registration form, fill that out, and you'll be good to go. We need that information just in case we need to get in contact with you. If there's a site outbreak of some sort of COVID stuff and we need to get in touch with you, we need your contact information. We need to know the name of your teacher and the class and all of that stuff. So go to our website and make sure you fill out the student registration form. For students who are doing service learning in person on site, make sure that you are taking care of all your hours and going to your service when you are scheduled to do so. If you're going to miss your service learning, you should make sure to call and reschedule. You got to treat this like a job, okay? If you're going to be late or you're not going to be at your service that day, you got to call, you got to reschedule and let them know. You need to finish those 14 hours of service. If you do not finish the hours and your assigned work that pertains to service learning in this class, you will not pass the class. Once you're enrolled in a service learning class, you are required to finish the hours of service in order to get a passing grade. So service, reflections equals a passing grade in your class. You should also be sure to adhere to any of the rules of the site, including dress code, electronics, or anything of that sort. You'll find more information to that in your service learning orientations with your community partner site. We will not be collecting paper time cards as we have in the past, nor do we have a digital form on the website for you to fill out your hours. You will have to coordinate your service hours with your professor. So make sure that you're keeping track of the days and the times that you go to service, and you're sharing that information with your professor in order for them to let us know that you have finished all your hours and you are good to get that check mark on your graduation checklist. So no time cards for any of the students doing in-person service, nor will we ask students doing no contact service to turn in time cards. If you are doing no contact service in your service learning class, please make sure that you arrange your partner and your service activity with your professor, and that you finish up the equivalent of 14 hours of service, including your reflections, to get that final passing grade. Track your hours and get approval from your professor, and make sure that you do all the projects that you're asked to do in a timely fashion so you can get that check mark on your graduation checklist. Last but not least, service learning office hours on campus will be limited this year. We ask that you make an appointment using one of the QR codes in front of our office in Gladwin Hall, rooms 205 and 206, or you can shoot us an email at service@lasierra.edu to set up an appointment, either virtual or in person. You can make an appointment for every 15 minutes of certain days of the week. So don't be shy. Go ahead and make an appointment if you have a question, if you want to talk on the phone, because we will not be accepting walk-ins on the days that we're on campus. So make that appointment if you want to talk, okay? If you have any other questions, email service@lasierra.edu. I look forward to hearing from you, and good luck in your service. Go out there and do it with a happy heart, and know that you're representing La Sierra University. Students might not, the people that you're serving, they might not remember your name. They might not even remember your face, but they're going to remember that you were from La Sierra University. So be sure that you're representing the school to the best of your ability. Thanks and have a great day.